now that we are relaxed, should we? Oh,
Yes.
this is going to be so... Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you want to say...
I don't know what you're about to say, but I agree.
It's like when you say, I have an idea, and I go, no. But this is a lot more, like, nice. You're like, yes,
Okay.
I agree. Yeah, do that. I was just going to say, you're Jayde O'Brien.
I am.
Yeah, and I'm Jemma
Very
Bayley.
observant of you.
And this is Feedback Error. Was that too much? Was that weird? Should we not do those things?
Felt a little strange.
It was a bit strange.
What if we go, I'm Jemma Bayley,
Oh, and I'm Jayde O'Brien.
and this is Feedback Error.
That's better.
That felt better.
Somehow.
I feel good about that.
Felt better.
Feedback error.
You know why it feels better?
Why?
It's more improv. It's
Hey.
more improv, guys. Should we do a sponsor?
We should do a sponsor.
I can think of one I've loosely assembled in my head, but it might come out not right at all. Do you want to
All
try
right,
that?
yeah, I'm excited. All right. Feedback Error brought to you by...
Compliments on my singing. I like the sound of that. Oh, that came out okay.
That worked.
That
yeah,
worked all right.
That
Oh.
was good. Yeah.
Guess what, ground control? We got some information late.
Your girls are on the charts.
We're on the charts. We're in the top 100.
Yeah, we're a top 100 improv podcast. Did you know that there were podcast charts?
I did not know. I mean, I was aware because other people would talk about them, but I didn't know that it was even possible to get on one, really.
Yeah, I thought you had to be like a decent podcast.
Yeah, and then
to
I
get
found
on
out
the
there was an
charts.
improv section, and I went, of course we're on it.
Yeah, I was very upset to find out that what we do is improv.
I was like, is that what we're doing? Oh, shit. I was like, well, look, we'll take it, but begrudgingly.
I'm glad that we've spent, 7 months or something, refusing to categorize this podcast, and someone else has done it for us. And we're doing okay. We've been number 3 on those charts. We were 22 last month.
What is that? How did we get to number 3 and not realise?
Yeah, and someone else had to tell us that we were doing okay on the charts, and we were like, what charts?
Charts?
This almost feels like a really smart idea had we done it on purpose to categorize ourselves in improv so we're not competing with comedy podcasts.
Yeah, not directly. Yeah, like we're just funny people. We're funny when we're right. I assure you. That's why I tell people.
I mean, I have unplanned conversations all day, so in a way, aren't we all improv artists?
Oh,
I'm an artist now.
So,
now
wait,
that we do
are you
improv.
saying that we are number 3 in a category that is everyone? Because that makes it sound even better.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And no one challenged me on it.
No
I'm
one's
sticking
saying
with
anything.
it. Yeah.
Everyone quiet. Quiet. Ground control. Shut up.
But we've figured out how to check the charts now.
Yes.
So,
yes, sir. We can now have a panic attack every time it drops. You know?
yeah.
It's definitely dropped since 22.
I'm going to Google where we are today. I should have done this before we started
Should
the pod.
we do like
Every single time we record, let's say where we are on the charts.
Yeah, let's have a chart check.
And
The
2
chart.
weeks from now, we'll be like, we're no longer on the charts.
Yeah, they are, and we're banned. We've been banned from the charts.
They heard us making fun of the charts. They've categorized us back into comedy, and we're not there.
And we're not there at all.
Oh, we are 73.
Oh, we jumped up.
We've gone up since 2 days ago. And it's also got a ratings and review section.
Oh, I saw that.
On the charts. And we have a 5-star review that says, these girls seem very smart and pretty. And I remember writing that review.
I was going to say, was that me or you? Because I think I was there when you were writing it.
We have one review and it's from me.
No,
We have a couple of reviews on Facebook. On our
do we?
Facebook page, yeah.
Ooh.
They're good reviews too.
Is one of them just like, this restaurant doesn't deliver between the hours that I'm hungry? 1 star.
Could we tag our own rating by writing just stupid reviews?
I think we can. I think that's a bad idea because if in the algorithm of trying to get your podcast seen, that is death.
Okay, all right. Maybe
If
maybe
people
not
want to
that.
help, if people want to help us get on the chart, how about you just put 5 stars and tell us we look good?
Yeah.
Yeah. But in this podcast,
Or-
these girls look really attractive in this podcast.
Yeah, tell us how awful you think the podcast is, but still rate it 5
Yeah,
stars.
still put it 5 stars, yeah.
Because then more people will see your feedback and avoid us.
This is a very strategic way to get 5-star ratings.
Yeah. Or maybe we could try reverse psychology. Like, I hate getting 5-star ratings because I feel like I can't live up to it, so it really makes me insecure.
It hurts my soul, yeah. If someone gave me a 5-star rating, I'd probably get really mad and then have sex with them to prove that I'm better than them. Yeah, that's probably it.
It's an awful thing to do to someone. I really hope no one wants us to feel that way.
Please don't validate us.
I'd probably clean their kitchen, honestly. If they gave me 5 stars, I'd feel so inadequate. I'd feel like I had to go clean their house. Because that's all I deserve.
I want someone now to just post a review that's like, clean my house and 5 stars. So we have to go to that house and clean it. And you know what? We'll have to record while we're there.
Yeah, I'll clean your house for 5 stars. I won't clean the bathroom. I will not clean bathrooms.
I'm so glad that you swiftly took away the bathroom, because that's like the worst part of the house.
Yeah, no one wants to clean the bathroom.
Yeah, no one wants to clean it. You can clean your own bathroom, but that's pretty good. That's a pretty good offer to clean someone's house.
I sold my house recently, and it's nice to clean the house before you leave.
Yeah.
I didn't want to clean the bathroom so much that I hired a cleaner to come do it. I had nothing to do. I don't have a job right now. Like, my day was free.
You just were like,
Yeah, I looked at the bathroom and I was like, nah.
Yeah, but as an adult, we're allowed to do that. See, I went and painted a house, right? A whole house. We got to the ceiling and my arms were tired and I went, let's hire a person. And we did. And you know what? It was the best thing we done. He got it done in like half the time we did to do one wall. He was a professional. It was even. It was like, and he had lovely calves. So like,
that's all winning. What kind of painting suit was it? I'm picturing painting overalls, but they cut off at the knee or something.
Oh no, he had just shorts on and a shirt.
He knows he's got good calves, so he's cutting off his overalls.
Cut off overalls. No.
Aww.
She's gross. Stay out there.
She's not gross.
Get a leg. People don't know what's going on.
Hey, walk much?
Yeah, Limpy McLimpston. Get out of here with your one blue eye one. Yeah, you mutant. Get out of here. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog.
No, I just want 5 minutes of you yelling at your dog.
Row, row, row.
I'm going to interview her. Oh,
I know. She looks so
cute.
I know. What? Right now, she's standing at the door. She's got backlight and it's glowing her fur, so she looks extra adorable. And I'm sitting here saying really rude shit to her.
I like how her hair's grown out enough that you don't kind of notice her legs missing.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, it's like a really good haircut.
What's your review of my dog? How many stars?
I would give your dog. Out of how many?
Out of 5 stars.
Out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
All right. She would get 7.5.
Oh, that's cute. So where's the other half of that star?
I mean,
is that for the leg?
Oh yeah. I can't give her 8 stars. I'm sorry, because she's a partial dog.
She's not a full dog technically. For those of you who don't know, Cujo's my dog. She has 3 legs. If you hadn't noticed already, I have a bit about her, and I make jokes about naming her Eileen because I'm a terrible person.
She's so cute, and she wanted to give me lots of love when I came to the door. And she's really soft, and I love her.
Yes, everyone loves her.
Yeah.
She's so good. She's actually, I was talking to someone, and I was like, she wants so much attention, and she's in everyone's face all the time, and she's cute, and she knows she's beautiful, and she knows that she can get attention. They're like, just like her mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Is that why you've got an attitude about her? You're like, I don't need the competition.
You know what? I see myself in her, and it's
stealing my moves.
You know what I find interesting, and this is my assessment on when you don't like someone, right?
Uh-huh.
When you actually there's a person
well versed in that.
Yes, that one person that really grinds your gears and you don't really know why.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people get like that because you see an old version of yourself in that person and you've fixed that since then, and you get frustrated at how they can't see that they're
interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of that anger I think comes from frustration in that you can see an old problem in them.
I'm thinking about that and I feel like you're right.
Yeah. Because I was like, why? I went through
and now I'm kind of angry at you because I used to be that insightful. Were you going to say something else? I interrupted.
You know what? It was more of the same, Jade.
Okay.
It wasn't going anywhere. You know how
It wasn't going anywhere. It definitely belongs on this pod.
Yeah. You know how there's a point?
Yeah.
And I get my little dance shoes on and I la 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 around the point.
You should. Can we draw a graphic for that?
Oh, yeah.
Like the point and then where Jemma's been.
It's just dots. Yeah. Just trail like the footprints.
Now that we know we're an improv podcast, though, I feel like that's really taken the pressure off because I don't feel the need to prepare anything anymore.
Yeah, actually, now that we can improv, have been, I can just say stuff, which we have been. You know what? It's really counterproductive. In a weird way, I think maybe it might force us to plan. Because now I'm worried about being an improv podcast.
Yeah, I make fun of improv a lot. So it hurt a little to realise that that's how I was categorised.
You know what? I'm not saying that I don't have respect for people who do improv, but you know, there's a certain type of person who does improv, and I do not picture myself that way. And ever since we got put in that category, I'm like, I am that person.
I think they're all dorks. I love them, but I also think they're dorks.
We're that drama nerd from high school that still wanted to do drama but wasn't like good enough to do theatre.
I feel like they're the kind of kids that if you go out to eat with them, because we are friends with some of them.
We know improv people.
I feel like they're the people though at the table who pick up the pita bread or something and do a bit with it. You know? And then
just to friends.
Like the other people in the restaurant are looking at you and you're like, dude, just like chill. That's who I think improv people are.
And they get it and they fold it in half into a mouth and they go, don't pita me.
Whereas like the comedians didn't actually make dinner because they were too depressed.
Yeah. Oh, that's what would you prefer? The enthusiasm with a slight cringe, or would you prefer like being pretty damn good but very depressed? Because those are our two options.
Absolutely that. Pretty good but depressed, because I don't like people who talk to me a lot, and improv people have too much energy.
They do have, I admire the energy.
I love the energy. I wish I had it, but I don't, so I want to be nowhere near it.
See, improv
I'm avoiding them because I love it so much.
You know what it is? Comedians are cats. Improv people are dogs.
That's very true.
Yeah, they're like waggly-tailed Labradors who are just too keen.
Like if you compliment a comedian, most of the time they'll just kind of look at you and walk away. But sometimes they're really into it and they're like nudging your face, like, what else?
Yeah, and sometimes they stick their asshole in your face.
That's a problem, and we're trying to stamp that out. We've got tighter and tighter belts on Jemma.
Should we tight belts on Jemma? We should post that on the comedy board. Not tight belts on Jemma, no. Just can everyone stop shoving their assholes in my face? Just community announcement. All comedians need to stop shoving
and there'll
their
still
assholes.
be people who are like, you're infringing on our rights. Why don't we let the audience decide if it's funny to stick an asshole in your face?
The Brisbane Comedy Board is loose.
It is a cesspool, and I wish it would burn to the ground. But I'm still on there because I want to see everything that happens.
Yeah. I've got to see it in real time. I love it when someone messages you and goes, have you quit going to the comedy board? And there's so much nonsense going on there.
We're playing real fast and loose with the term comedian on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like there should be an entrance exam. Like if you get 10 other people to agree that you do comedy, you're allowed on the board.
I think that's actually a good idea.
It should be like, Raya, the dating app. Have you heard of this?
No, what's
so
this?
There's a dating app called, and this is relevant to the board, I promise.
Okay. Sure.
We'll see if we get back to the point. If not, we'll just talk about apps.
Yeah.
So Raya or Raya, I'm not sure how you say it. It's like a celebrity dating app. So it's like Tinder, but it's very exclusive. Okay. And it's for more people in the arts. So there's a lot of creative people. There's a lot of famous people on there.
Elite singles.
It is, yeah. And to get on the app, you have to have, I think it's 2 existing members vouch for you.
Ooh.
And you can't really get on the app just by applying. You have to have the existing people vouch for you.
Okay.
So maybe on the board, you have to get like 10 people to also agree that you know jokes.
Yes.
But they have to be existing members of the board.
Yes. Okay, that's
so
good.
So you can't have like, if you start comedy with 9 of your really
Friends.
shitty open micer friends.
Yeah.
And none of you know any jokes.
Yes.
You can't get on the board.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a good system.
They can have their own board.
You know what we've created? Classism. Look at us being very white.
And I think the top 5% of people on the board should get all the gigs, and then they will decide if they trickle down to the mid-tier comedians and the better open micers.
I think the top tier comic should every now and then do a little charity gig for the other comedians, and then act like they're doing something good for them, but still take all the gigs.
Yeah, and I think the lowest comics who aren't allowed on the board should do manual labour for the people.
They should be roadies and bring in the sound equipment.
And we'll tell them that if they do enough of that, they one day will also get on the board.
But they won't.
They
and
will
we
never
just won't
get on
say
the
that.
board.
We just won't say that.
They just don't know it.
Perfect. Perfect. Done and dusted. We've sorted out the comedy scene for the future.
We fixed the Brisbane Comedy Gigs board.
And they said it couldn't be done.
They're going to block us from the gigs board now.
Oh.
We'll go to look at whatever garbage fire is taking place today, and we won't be able to see it.
So wait, you're saying we have a fake board, we have real board?
No, we have, that's the trap to kick people off the real board.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they get onto that, they're not allowed on the board.
Oh, so there's no. There's 2 boards.
It's 2 boards.
There's 2 boards. One board is fake board that seems like the real board.
Well, it's not
There's
a fake
secret
board. It's just the only board they're allowed to have. It's just a lesser board.
So now we're talking about segregation. So first classism, separate but equal, Jade. We'll make it separate but equal.
You know what? I'm stepping down from my position here. I don't think I should be allowed to make any decisions regarding the community. It's not my place to speak.
You know what? Do you think maybe an improv podcast isn't where the ideas should come for the future of comedy?
Look, we're thinking outside the box, but
there's a box. It's like that point that I've never been able to figure out. Where is it? What is...
Yeah.
My GPS is off. Let's keep going around in a circle. I don't even know what it is. And there's a box here, apparently. Nick's going to do on Car Crash. He's going to do that writing challenge with have you finished that episode? You haven't finished the
I haven't finished the episode yet.
Okay.
I listened to
I'm not going to spoil
half
it for
of it
you.
on the car on the way here.
I won't say it. I know I can't say it. Yeah, I want you to listen to it.
I'm really
first.
glad you brought it up.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing I can say. Okay, well, listen to it and I'll talk to you about it later, I guess.
I'm really good at data entry. I can get it done very fast.
Wow, Jade, this is very interesting.
But I don't enjoy it, and I don't like telling people
that you're good at data entry.
Good at that.
Yeah, because you get this reaction.
It's not something I want to do. It's not something that's really interesting.
Oh, this is improv.
That's how I feel about improv right now.
Oh, you sound
Because I've
sad.
decided that I'm really good at improv, because there's only us two to agree with it. Look, we've never tried improv.
I have never been on a stage, and I used to do it. I used to do theatre sports in school. What?
Did you?
Jemma? You used to do theatre sports? You seem like such a straight shooter. Yes, I did, Jade.
I thought you were captain of the football team.
Oh, well, that too. I mean, no, I did.
In a couple of sketches.
In a couple of sketches. I did play a guy a lot, actually. I was always a guy, because I went to an all-girls school.
Someone had to be the guy.
Someone had to be the guy. And you know what? It probably extended to the rest of my life. No, I think it's influenced how I deal with relationships.
It's very progressive. It's admirable that you wanted to see things from a male perspective.
Yes, and I did it.
Yeah, it's about time we start understanding the plight of what it means to be a white man in this world.
It's very hard. It's very hard. Sometimes people listen to me and they don't get my point, and I have to say it again really slowly, and then they get mad at me for saying it's mansplaining.
Wow. Yeah.
It's really hard, Jade.
That would be incredibly frustrating.
It hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
My feelings were hurt.
We all know we can't let that happen to men.
No, because you know what happens? My ego gets wounded and I can't get an erection. And that's hard. I mean, not...
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's very, it's very flip-floppy.
Do you know what theatre sports is?
No.
So
I had a boyfriend in high school.
Oh. You know what I realised when I went to an all-girls school? that other schools don't have theatre sports, and I thought it was a thing that everyone had, but it's not. So, you know, like on assembly, did you have assembly?
Yes.
It's like assembly where the whole school gets together and there's a stage in front of you, but it's like improv games. And each house, so we had houses like Harry Potter.
Is this the same as like a sports day, but it's for nerds?
Yep.
Okay.
That is exactly it. Yeah. So
right.
I did that. So I was in the team of my house. So these are funny people, or you know, just the
I hope everyone from your high school knows that you
nerds.
put that in air quotes. Funny people.
Funny people. You were funny people.
It's very passive aggressive of you.
Yeah. Well, I was on one of those teams. I was.
How'd you go?
I was good at it.
Yeah, killed it.
Well, you know, it's probably where my stand-up actually started, was making other girls laugh in that sort of...
Are you just an improv artist, maybe, and it's taken you this long to realise?
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm hanging out with the wrong... Oh, my God. I've been a puzzle piece in the wrong puzzle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You do a lot of food-based puns when we're out for dinner. So
oh, no, Jade.
This...
I'm a Labrador. This explains why I'm a dog and you're a cat. Like, this is why the podcast works so well.
This is, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe... No, today, we are both upset. You found out that we're in the improv category, and I found that I'm not a comedian. I'm actually an improv actor.
It's a very sad day.
Ah, shit, this is a sad...
For whatever it is that we do here.
It's very, it's in theme with where we're recording. Yeah, we're in the haunted granny flat. No one ask any questions. It's haunted.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as haunted as I expected, although... The door to the bedroom is shut. It's been shut the entire time I've been here, and I swear to God I heard something in there before. Do you have one of your sisters in there ready to jump out at me?
It's a clone. But yeah, it's my sister clone. So she looks kind of like me, but she's got a bow in her hair, and she's my younger sister.
Okay, all right.
Jade's met my family. Well, one of my family.
I met Jemma's dad.
And I'm a little bit exhausted from running back and forth behind the curtains.
You know what it kind of
hats.
felt like, though?
What?
You know, like in the... I think it's the Deadpool movies, and he goes to where the X-Men live, and there's only 2 of them there because that's all they could afford. So, usually that mansion is full of X-Men, but for this movie there's only 2 of them.
You know what's funny? I did make a joke about having my dad as an actor.
I came to your house where a bunch of people live and there's one person.
And he said 3 lines exactly because that's all I could afford.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like me, does he?
He doesn't, but he was wearing suspenders, which I was like, that's Jemma.
Yeah. You can see that being my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. No, he was lovely.
Good, he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. You know,
5-star review.
5-star review.
Where's his agent? I'll let him know he did a good job today.
Yeah.
He was very believable. If anything, you were the one who made it not believable.
Yeah, actually,
I was convinced by
weird.
this guy, and then you're like, he's a good actor, right? right? You believe this. He's my dad.
Why did I make the reveal so obvious in the beginning? I'm not good at improv, as it turns out. I am not.
Yeah.
The actor I paid is really good. Maybe I'm just not good a good comic or improv person.
Are we just not funny?
Don't say
that's not it.
That's ridiculous.
We're our own thing. They're going to have to create a new chart for us, and we'll be number 1 all the time because we're the only ones that do it.
That's a good idea. What's the chart? What would we be?
Nonsense.
That's the chart. Shenanigans is the subcategory.
Shenanigan podcast.
Wow, what's that feedback? We're number 1 again this week.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Poorly planned podcasts?
That should be a chart.
Yeah. I feel like you should get higher on the charts if you can prove that you have done the least amount of preparation to create the episode. If people are listening, it should be like a ratio. If you've got enough people listening to a low enough ratio of preparation, you get higher in the charts.
Yeah, it's like speed chess.
Or like a golf handicap.
We would be so high on the chart.
We would be so high. Oh. I have to say, 70... What did I say?
74.
Yeah, killing it. I have to, very, very on brand for us to, number 1, not realise we were on a chart. Number 2, not realise there was a chart. And number 3, have it brought to our attention by somebody else.
Yeah.
And then make a big deal out of it.
And then and months after. Perfect.
We're a little late on the uptake.
Yeah, we need to pay Holly more for keeping us on brand so well.
Well, yeah, I think what it is I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I don't really know how they work. And no one talks about where they are on the charts. Yeah. I think everybody must check them secretly to see where they are, but it's not like a cool thing to...
Is it not cool? Should we not do that? Should we pretend that we don't care? Because I care. I like it.
I care. I think it's fun to be on the charts. Yeah. I've never been on like any sort of leaderboard before.
I feel like we're Pinocchio and we just became a real boy. You know, like it's like... Now people, we know people are listening. Like we know we've always known people are listening, but now it exists in the realm of you can Google it on the internet.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Fun. I like that.
Yeah,
that's really going to hurt us when we look for future employment.
Yeah, we're screwed for any normal jobs that don't like you talking about your sex life on the internet.
I hope there's a job that exists where I can do that. That would be nice. You know how you read articles about how to get your social media ready when you are job hunting?
Yeah. To take out photos of you drinking and
and
stuff
they're like,
you
should post relevant links to the industry you're in and stuff. And I'm like, what kind of fucking nerd is going to go do that? I would not hire someone who spent all day like posting industry related things on there.
I'd be like, this isn't a person, this is a robot. Like, I don't trust this.
I'd be like, this person's not going to bring cake on my birthday, you know?
This isn't a fun, like, I'm not employing this. You know, most people employ based on like your personality anyway. You
got to work with people you can get a beer with.
Yeah.
Or that you can sit in an airport with for 3 hours.
And not like want to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been hammered at the airport with co-workers, so I've been really lucky.
Yeah. So it's all the things.
I'm really employable is what I'm saying. Like, if you want to do shots at the airport at 10 a.m, I will do that with you.
Are you doing a call? Are you doing a call for a job right now?
What kind of job do you reckon I could get with these sort of qualifications? Apparently I do improv. Sometimes I tell jokes and I do shots anytime you want with my co-workers.
Now we know that you can't be anywhere in hospitality, so we can rule that out.
No.
You know what you're going to be? You're going to be one of those airport luggage workers.
Hey.
Behind the scenes that chuck our bags around.
6 months until I hit on all of them and they're uncomfortable working around me.
And then you get fired not for that, but for a really loose reason that's like you keep leaving like things unattended. But you don't. But they give you some weak reason, but they're actually saying, you slept with everyone and we're done with you.
Like, I throw stuff into the plane a little bit too hard and someone's luggage
We've had some complaints.
Yeah.
I hate that when they say, we've had some complaints. I'm like, who? Like, no one. Mind you, I've never had complaints. I always get good reviews. When I used to work at the yacht club, people would come up to my... me or my manager and tell me that I was like fantastic.
Yeah. My reviews have always been great in my corporate career that I've had until the last one.
Yeah, the last one's never a good one,
last one was not great.
It always comes out of the dark like, wait, what? I was just, what?
Yeah, you're great. Just don't come back.
Yeah, we just don't want you. Yeah. But like, oh no, you're fantastic, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, look, honestly, I think they should have done it earlier.
You know what you were talking about leaving for so long?
Yeah.
You yourself were like umming and ahhing. It's like, you know, and I was speaking about this to someone, when you're about to break up with someone and they do it first, you're like,
yes.
Fuck you. You're like, you won. That's what's happened. They've kind of like beat to the punch, like, we should have quit. You know?
I got a little upset initially, but it was like that. It was like, what, they don't want me?
How dare they?
I don't want them.
I don't want to be
Why did
there.
they get to do this?
Yeah. Those bastards.
But they had to give me money, so
I love that. That's probably the best bit of... See, when I lost my job, it was like no money from that point on.
Yeah.
And I was like, this hurts more. I think it hurt a lot because it was like, not only do you want me to leave, but you are no longer giving me the money that I used to have, so that's hard.
That's why, hot tip, every job you have, anything small that you can sell on eBay, you take regularly over the years, and then that's your nest egg. Like, that's your just-in-case fund.
I think I know why they let you go. Stealing's not looked on fondly.